In one of the worst peacetime tragedies in Israel, at least 44 people were crushed to death and about 150 others injured in stampede overnight at an overcrowded Jewish religious gathering in the country's north attended by tens of thousands of people, flouting the coronavirus-related restrictions, PTI reports. The mass gathering was organized to celebrate the Lag BaOmer, an annual religious holiday marked with all-night bonfires, prayer and dancing at Mount Meron. The town is the site of tomb of Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, a 2nd century sage, and is considered to be one of the holiest sites in the Jewish world. Israel recently eased mask-wearing requirements in open areas and other restrictions after the success of a massive vaccination drive that significantly brought down coronavirus-related cases. The resulting normalcy with limitations saw rejoicing crowds across Israel on Thursday evening, with youngsters, especially school children, coming out in large numbers in open spaces, putting bonfires that accompanied the Lag BaOmer festivals. Tens of thousands of ultra-Orthodox Jews participated in the tragic event Thursday night at the tomb of Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai, making it the largest event held in Israel since the coronavirus pandemic broke out last year. A preliminary police investigation revealed that some of the attendees slipped on the stairs, creating a human avalanche that crushed members in the crowd. A Magen David Adom Rescue Service official confirmed that at least 38 people had been killed, with the numbers likely to go even higher. Our paramedics have treated hundreds of people, including several in serious condition. All the wounded were evacuated to hospital, he said. Some 150 people were injured in the accident. Sukkah, an ambulance service, said the death toll had risen to 44. MTA Director General Eli Bin told the Ynet news site that the wounded were being evacuated to the Siv Hospital in Safed, the Galilee Medical Center in Nahariya, Rambam Hospital in Haifa, Poria Hospital in Tiberias, and Hadassah Ein Karim Hospital in Jerusalem. Firefighters worked to free the trapped, supported by Israeli Air Force helicopters and rescue services. Police were trying to clear the tens of thousands who attended the event from the area. At around midnight on Thursday, organizers had estimated that some 100,000 people were at the site, with an additional 100,000 expected to arrive by Friday morning, local media report. A police official told the local media that dozens of participants in a concert had slipped, falling on those below them while walking along a slippery walkway and causing a crushing domino effect. Videos posted on social media showed chaotic scenes as ultra-Orthodox men clambered through gaps in sheets of torn, corrugated iron to escape the crush, as police and paramedics tried to reach the wounded. Bodies lay on stretchers in a corridor covered in foil blankets. Health ministry officials had urged Israelis not to travel to Mount Meron, saying the festivities could lead to mass coronavirus contagion. Yet there was significant pressure on authorities to allow it to go ahead, especially as it was cancelled last year. Since the site was so densely populated, search and rescue authorities say they struggled to evacuate trapped people. It happened in a split second. People just fell trampling each other. It was disaster, a witness. This is one of the worst tragedies that I have ever experienced. I have not seen anything like this since I entered into the field of emergency medicine back in 2000, said Laza Hyman, vice president of the volunteer-based emergency organization United Hatzalah, who was at the scene. Panic and fear engulfed the survivors as many were trapped next to the dead, struggling to breathe and waiting for rescue. Footage from the walkway showed shoes, hats, babies, strollers, smashed eyeglasses and water bottles strewn on the ground. Metal railings were torn from the ground. We were going in to see the bonfire lighting. Suddenly there was a wave coming out. Our bodies were swept along by themselves. People were thrown up in the air. Others were crushed in the ground. Times of Israel quoted David, a survivor, as saying, "Mayor who was injured said a policeman pulled me out. He protected me and made sure I would not be trampled on until I was evacuated. It felt like an eternity. The dead were all around us," he said. People fell from above and crushed each other. They scratched each other. People just fell. I will never forget the banging sounds, people flying all over. A survivor, identified as Sahar, said. News Desk Kaumudy, English.